Welcome to the Send More Offers Real Estate Show with Brandon Barnes, showing you how to do wholesaling deals consistently without having to go on seller appointments. Learn the key tips and strategies that Brandon's students use to find deeply discounted properties that are pennies on the dollar, all while avoiding wear and tear on their vehicle, body, and freedom. Whether you're looking for your first deal or your next deal, it's time to send more offers with your host, Brandon Barnes.
Welcome to the Send More Offers Real Estate Show with your host, Brandon Barnes. Guys, today I'm getting into exactly what's working right here, right now, 2024 and beyond, and how you can leverage some great inbound marketing channels, including AI, artificial intelligence, to start to really grow and scale your business this calendar year. And to start, just as a brief understanding of what we're talking about, right? Outbound marketing is what worked like gangbusters, late 2019, 18, 2020 even. Things started to change where folks primarily used outbound marketing, cold calling, text messaging, door knocking even. And now things have changed with so many rules and regulations about who you can call, who you can text. And inbound marketing is being the most dominant lead source for viable wholesale businesses. And I'm in a few masterminds. I've seen some of the numbers and statistics, and even our own, that state that 80-20 rule, like 80% of your leads and deals that close should be coming from inbound marketing channels versus the 20% that's the free and outbound, methods of reaching out to homeowners. And I'm going to get into that. I'm going to dive into exactly why that is and what that means. But just to understand, look, we are in a different landscape today, where the older folks that have the homes that are maybe downsizing, retiring, or even passing on their properties to their heirs, right? They are now more using the internet than they did 10 years ago. And that means that folks are searching for sell my house fast in your city at a much higher rate. So inbound is the way to go today. Understanding these things can kind of help you understand that closable deals come a lot more so from those folks that are reaching out and raising their hand and saying, hey, I want to sell now, versus all the people that have all these spam blockers and, on do not disturb lists where you're trying to reach out to them and ask them if they would consider selling. The things have just shifted. To elaborate on increased internet usage, 93% of American adults are now online. That was different 10 years ago. And these regulations like the 10DLC and A2P communication, that's making carriers kick out some of the messages that they receive when you're doing outbound outreach through SMS or cold calling. That's really stifled the amount of contacts you can make on the same list. And so it used to be where the cheapest way you could do this outreach was just picking up the phone and calling some people, skip tracing for 10 cents a record and calling them. But because you're not getting through to as many homeowners, you're not converting at a higher amount. So you have to spend more money on more data and more time and effort and energy to do outreach to folks where you're not getting through as easily as you could a while ago. The power of inbound leads, guys, higher engagement and interest, better aligning with consumers' preferences in the digital age. That's where we are right now. Notably, the cost effectiveness. It can cost 61% less to do this inbound type of marketing to outbound outreach. And considering, we are trying to go after a higher ROI, a higher return on investment. And companies that are focusing, I'm looking at a statistic from HubSpot right now, companies that are focusing on inbound marketing are 13 times more likely to report a positive ROI in today's business. And look, I'm going to give you guys a tip and an insight on how you can still do some outbound marketing at a lower cost, leveraging artificial intelligence. But we'll talk about that in a second. I also wanted to mention some of the organic searches, right? So I had Brandon Bateman from the Bateman Collective group on who is a master at pay per click. So PPC, where you put an ad out online, somebody clicks on it, it can be really expensive. I mean, he mentioned that you need to have at least a budget of, 3 to 5K for 6 months. And a lot of people don't have that. But there's other things that you can do to help with this inbound marketing online. And it's called SEO, search engine optimization, where you make your website. And if you don't have a website in this day and age, you need one, not just for your business, appearing legit and being legit, but it's a way of generating leads and opportunities where people are just searching and they happen to go and see your website without a paid ad. SEO is something, it's a long game, but if you invest, as little as call it 2K a month, maybe even less if you learn how to do it yourself, you can get these leads coming to your inbox without any direct advertising spend. Enhancing the SEO on your website can help you tap into 53% of website traffic driven by organic search result. If you utilize content marketing, you can generate 3 times as many outbound leads as outbound methods and cost 62% less. This is a few statistics also from HubSpot. And then leveraging email marketing with an average ROI of $42 for every dollar spent. This is some statistics that will let you see how important it is to start to make this shift, right? And what I suggest is, look, you can start your business outbound. You can start by communicating with agents, other wholesalers, joint venturing. You can start by doing some calling on super niche lists, right? The most motivated folks that are just going through a foreclosure or inheritance or evictions even. Those people, you can start to do the outbound reach. But as soon as you have some funds from those closings, start to make a shift to inbound marketing. This is my suggestion to you as a beginner to intermediate real estate investor. This is super, super important stuff. And really, just to kind of recap these things, look, we've talked about the difference between inbound and outbound marketing, but I want to add, guys, a point of artificial intelligence, using and leveraging that in today's age to do some of the outreach. I've partnered with the good guys over at OfferBolt. We're using the system, we're using the software. It does send SMS messages, but once you go through the authorization through the folks that send the SMS, like Twilio, to confirm that you are a legit business, you can send enough messages at periods of time to where it doesn't overload the carriers, meaning, only sending a message every minute on the minute, and then allowing an artificial AI chatbot to have the communication with the homeowner and then book appointments for you. So you're literally using like an army of artificial agents to have these communications with homeowners, to where once they raise their hand, then you jump in and have those conversations. It's working well for us. Since we started, very first week, we had a land deal under contract, a few other opportunities that are in escrow now, and we've just started using them in the past few months. And we're really liking what we're seeing. It's allowing us to still have that outbound communication while we continue to push forward our inbound marketing. And this is something that we can discuss. I'll give you guys a link to be able to reach out and learn more about OfferBolt at the end of the episode. But just to recap some of the crucial points, understanding what leads are outbound versus inbound in this day and age is super important. Understanding that more adults and more seasoned seniors, right, are using technology, using the internet to find folks when they have a need for, in this case in point, selling their home. The shift in the communication, how many folks are using the internet versus in the past, versus how much rules and regulations exist to limit the amount of outbound marketing that you can do. And then the advantages of inbound leads: higher ROI, better engagement and interest, a lower cost super, super important. And when you're trying to attract these inbound leads, there's a few ways you can go about it. There are folks that, can support you if you say, hey, I want to do radio or TV. But if nothing else, just starting with building out your website, using content to attract homeowners. That's SEO. That's the organic approach. Or you can go PPC and actually do paid ads. All of this is super important in this day and age. And I also want to offer you guys an opportunity to leverage both the AI automation that I mentioned that can still do some outbound reach to help support just the general lead gen that's going on in your business, guys. And look, I haven't been doing coaching. There hasn't been anything for sale, but I want to remind you guys at sendmoreoffers.com, there's nothing but great information. But I'm also going to be taking on, going forward, a few select students that want to learn how they should set their business up for success. I've been there. I've been in the beginning phases. I've had 7-figure years wholesaling. We've transitioned from just wholesaling to fix and flips and buy and holds. And I'm offering, and I'm excited to announce this because, like I said, I haven't been doing this. I've been focusing on my core business, but I'm excited to announce that I'm offering an exclusive one-on-one consultations designed specifically for wholesalers like you who are eager to accelerate their success. We're just starting out, or if you're in an intermediate level, this is your chance to get personalized expert guidance tailored to your unique situation. And in our sessions, we'll dive into your current strategies, identify what's holding you back, map out a clear, actionable plan to skyrocket your results. And let's be real. Look, if I genuinely believe that I'm not the right fit to maximize your potential, I won't hesitate to point you in the direction of someone who can. This isn't just about making more deals. It's about building a sustainable, profitable wholesaling business that grows with you. So if you're committed to transforming your wholesale game and tripling your income, let's make it happen. To book a session to start your journey to a more profitable year, go to sendmoreoffers.com and book a call. There also will be a link directly to my calendar where we can hop on the phone 15, 30 minutes. And if we need longer, I'm more than willing to give it. It's absolutely free, but I just want to be able to help and point you in the right direction and really help elevate your wholesaling business to new heights so we can crush these goals together. And remember, in the wholesaling world, the sky's the limit. I'm just here to help you store, send more offers, do more deals. Till next time, peace.
That's all for this episode of the Send More Offers Real Estate Show with Brandon Barnes. But we know you're craving more knowledge to get yourself ready for that next deal. To schedule a call with Brandon to learn more about how to do deals consistently without seller appointments in a repeatable way, be sure to visit us at sendmoreoffers.com. And be sure to tune in for the next episode of the Send More Offers Real Estate Show.